Oh yeah, baby, we in here. We live. We live, Omar.
Yeah,
we live
streaming.
We're we live. But what's awesome, bro, is we recapping the first Texans game. The first 2024 Texans game is on the book. Who the hell cares if it's
that's right,
a preseason game, Hall of Fame game? And obviously, they don't even care because
they cut it short.
Really inefficient. It's officially not even over.
Short.
A rain delay. I mean, that's what happens when you playing a extra game, right?
Well, yeah, an extra game in an outdoor stadium. You know, Caleb ain't even throwing. Nobody really cares.
Nobody give a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
For all intents and purposes, man, this looked like it was about to go down as an L. You know, so if it doesn't officially come back, this would be an L for the Texans. But like I say, nobody's really keeping record. If by some chance that you were able to place a bet on this game, please seek help. All right. If you
you out here betting on,
if you place,
we know a couple guys. Let's keep it a buck. We know a couple guys who would have definitely bet on this game.
We do, man. So now you're a degenerate if you placed a bet on this game. And I wonder what happens in this case that they just like, fuck it, we're not gonna even continue the game.
If they rain delay it, I don't know. I guess it's a wash. It's what? I mean, I'm assuming it's a wash.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. But like I say, we taking it for what it is, bro. It's not a real game. But it was awesome to see. It was awesome to see the guys back on the field, man.
Right.
How great was Texans came out, they new uniforms. What you think, bro? They came out with the whites.
With the whites today.
With the whites.
Yeah, they were in the whites. I mean, I didn't really. I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't really pay much attention to it.
You just saw the whites.
I just saw the whites. I was like, all right, they're out there in the whites. I like the horns. The horns coming up on the shoulders.
Yeah,
pretty dope. Yeah, it's a good look, man. I mean, fresh look, fresh year. Football's back. That's right, Will. Football is back, baby. We got Will in the house. Yeah.
What up, Will? What up, Will? Appreciate you being here, brother.
That's what we're excited about most. I mean, like I said, I think we alluded to it a lot the last video that we did. From now until what is it? Valentine's of next year.
I already told wifey, bro. Like, I love you and the girls, but I'm gonna see you like February, bro.
Yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you next year.
Especially with this, man. This is awesome. So obviously, man, you kicking with it. This stream will be up on our normal feed. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So, if you are listening to this after the fact, on a normal time schedule, driving to work or whatever, this is what we're gonna do. After real games,
recaps,
games that won't be canceled just because it's drizzling outside. We're gonna come to you right after the game. I can't guarantee you what state of mind I'm gonna be in and how much drink's gonna be flowing through the veins, but I'm keeping it chill tonight, man. So I'm all good today. But this is what we're gonna do, man. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can see if we're gonna go live, if we're gonna be live after these games, and just be ready, just be up with us, bro. What's your thoughts, Omar?
So I got quite a bit of thoughts. As I was watching, hold on. As I was watching, I'm trying to figure out, the first thing I wanted to see was who was on the field, right?
Yeah.
I got one person that I thought was interesting that they were on the field. We'll get to that in a second. But
all right.
There's also a couple other issues that I'm already starting to see, but then I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself because this is in fact a pre-game, right? I mean, like this is it's like bonus content, right? It's like
bonus content, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting an extra game. I mean, obviously the NFL themselves didn't think too much of it when they just canceled in the third quarter. They're like, all right, that's enough of this shit. It's raining.
I'm still checking to see if they're gonna come back, and they just like, nah, screw it,
Yeah, I still got it on, so we'll see. I mean, hopefully they come back with something, but
yeah,
I don't think so, man. I think this is gonna be done. I think we're like you said, it's an L. But just some good things to take away. I'm pulling up box scores here because what I was really trying to do was watch the game, like just watch it.
Just be a fan.
Yeah, not really trying to analyze it too much.
Yeah.
And just kind of pay attention to some of the plays that were being made, and then if there was a good play being made, like after the fact, kind of just looking at it and go, okay, well, who was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had a couple of standouts, but overall, it was just I don't know, man. I think I'm so happy to just have football back,
Yeah.
right? That it's like the Eddie Murphy line. If you starving, somebody hands you a cracker, you're like, God, that's the best cracker I ever had. Yeah, little do you know, it's a saltine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Oh man.
sir.
So I guess there's a little bit of that involved, right? Where I'm just excited to see football back.
You just giddy, bro. Just
Our,
like
our
like a kid in a candy store,
Yeah,
baby.
exactly. Shout out to
Yeah.
our man Mike who alluded to earlier. I just want to hear the cracking of the helmets. I want to hear these,
That's it, man.
just getting after each other, and it was cool, man.
Some live action, man.
The live action and
Nobody wore the mushroom helmets. I don't know if that's
oh, I saw that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like it's optional, right? You can wear the
Can
little
they?
bubble
I know they've
mushroom
been testing
helmets.
them out, like in practice and all that stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody in the comments knows, but I know we've been testing them out, but I didn't know that they were an option.
I think they're an option. Like I say, correct me if I'm wrong. I know, they definitely rocking them in practice.
Yeah, that's
But
what I saw.
I thought it was an option that you could rock them on the field too. It's one of those things like
who's gonna be the first bitch to
who
do
gonna
it?
be the first? Caleb Williams. I'm surprised Caleb Williams wasn't just wearing one on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, so that's we'll see how that goes, but okay, so they announced that it has been terminated. The game has been terminated, so
Got you.
it's an official
But
L
that's
for the
yeah,
Texans. But
that's interesting. Is it though? I mean, they didn't even
nah,
in the
it's
game.
really not. It's a W for everybody. We get to watch some
Yeah.
football today.
Man, I did kind of take notes.
You did, but before we get into the
along.
specifics of the Texans,
Yeah.
I wanted to get your opinion on this new kickoff thing because that was one of the points that you brought up
For sure.
in the last video that we did, the preview, the game
Watch out
preview.
for. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the rules on paper, they sounded a little no fun league, right? But when I saw it in actual practice, like watching this new kickoff,
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think it's cool, and I think it eliminates. It eliminates one of the things because they're talking about, okay, we did it for player safety, we did it for the excitement of the game. It adds a little bit of excitement to the game, this, that, and the other. I can see where both of those things are true in the way that they execute these kickoffs now, but at the same time, I can also see where you're taking some of the fun away because you're kind of closing off these long. You're closing off a lot of the potential for a punt, a complete kickoff return.
Yes and no, right? I mean, they interviewed.
What are your thoughts on that? That's how I see it. I mean, I don't know.
They had a little interview with Devin Hester, obviously Hester.
Yeah, Devin Hester.
Obviously one of the greatest kickoff returners in NFL history, and shout out to him getting his due. Being able to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
just straight off, just kick returns. He said it best, man. Like it's interesting. He's surprised that he didn't see someone break off a long run.
Right.
I think the potential is there. Essentially, it's just like a run play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they block it right. So, players got their opportunities to showcase what they could potentially do. Right. I mean, Steven Sims, as we talked about last episode, was the guy that scored our only points in Baltimore. He had a dynamic play, so you knew he was going to get his opportunity to be out there and get something done. I think the longest return they had for either team was like out to the 32.
Something like that, yeah.
I think we just gonna have to see more of it. This was the guinea pig game, but I think you're right, bro. It's just one of those things. It's like it's new. It's like why, right. But ultimately, at the end of the day, man, it might be something that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So. It's still kind of wait and see mode for me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so they had let's see, 24-yard kickoff return by Johnny Johnson the third. Steve Sims ripped off a 21-yarder, and Jawar Jordan ripped off a 15-yarder. So
He's somebody interesting, man. We're gonna talk about him later.
yeah,
Well, let's start at the beginning, man. The beginning of
okay,
my notes start with the introduction of some of the guys the guys, the inductees, the Hall of Fame inductees, man. Obviously, shout out to the boy Andre, bro.
yeah,
This is you
huge,
know, huge.
huge for the
Obviously,
Texans.
huge for the Texans, bro. He's gonna be the last speaker when they get enshrined. So that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? He's
Oh,
closing
okay,
out
I
the
didn't know
night. He's
that.
like the headliner. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty
He's
cool.
closing it out.
He's closing it out, man. Some pretty big names on there. Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, as we talked
Right.
about. Um, you know, just some good guys that obviously deserve it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought one of the guys, I thought he had a sex change operation because they announced the name, and then all of a sudden you see this chick with like big boobs and orange dress just like coming out, like walking to. I'm like, whoa, why
Oh,
isn't this a bigger deal? Why isn't this being talked about more? Like a Hall of Fame NFL player just switched it up,
complete sex change.
just pulled the D Wade, man.
That's
So
hilarious.
that was pretty interesting. But nah, that wasn't the case. They said that where else would you have to be if like you're getting inducted into the Hall of
So,
Fame? Like where
yeah, so
was
I
this
think
guy?
I think one of the guys was he's terminally ill, fighting something. I can't remember what they were talking
Ah,
about. I think
okay.
during the actual enshrinement, which is this Saturday, I believe, right?
Yeah.
They're actually going to present him his jacket and his bust at his home.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
there's
Okay.
something medical going on there. I can't remember the
It's gotta
details.
be for you not to be
Yeah.
able to be there. It's
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fighting something. I remember there was a little segment that they were talking about that he's fighting something.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what, but yeah, no, I'm with you. If you're getting that honor, I mean, in a wheelchair, buddy. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
what are we doing here?
It's gotta be, yes. Shout out to him, man. Hopefully that all goes well.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, but
yeah,
it's
man. Trey
yeah.
definitely deserves this
Hopefully he
also.
gets his due and gets his his shine. But yeah, there was something medical. I just can't remember what it was. He said he was fighting
Appreciate you,
something.
Julius. Man, of
Yeah,
course,
man. Thanks,
dog.
Julius.
This is all about this is all, Andre, man. He there was, Andre, as I said, is like the headliner, right? But there was a lot of Chicago Bears that's getting inducted as well. So it kind of made it clear to me, it was like, okay, this is the reason why these
Why
two
these two
particular
teams?
teams were
Right.
chosen. So uh good on that, man. Anyway, let's talk about these Texans, bro. Like you said, one of the main things that we were looking out for, that we said we wanted to watch, was who was going to be playing.
Right.
So one of the first things that stood out was who going to be on the offensive line.
Right.
We knew T Mill was going to get out there. Oh, Long Neck was going quarterback for us, but Fisher was out there left tackle. We got King Green. Drew Scruggs was out there at center. Chris
Right.
Reed, right guard, right tackle. Nick Broker. So no real surprises,
No
man.
surprises there. Yeah, exactly.
No surprises. I will say, bro, Mills looked good.
Mills looked damn good. 10 for
Mills looked,
13.
bro, that first drive.
I mean, that first drive was just textbook. I mean, walk down the field,
Yeah.
10 for 13, 102 yards,
Wow.
1 touchdown, no interceptions, no sacks, quarterback rating 124. I mean, yeah, the dude just went out there and played textbook football. I mean, it's what you would expect a seasoned guy like Davis Mills to do against what is essentially a third string defense, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like it's
What you
not
hope for.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But again, good to see that the mechanics are all there. Couple of little bonehead plays, couple little
Well,
bonehead
yeah.
plays. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I love how on the first drive there was an opportunity for him to possibly like run and
Get
get some
some
extra
yardage,
yards,
and he ended up
and
dumping
he
it off.
passed it. Then like
Yeah,
2 plays later, he ends up having to run and gets
yeah,
his ass busted. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
he
And so,
clearly showed you
afterwards
why
he
this
was on
dude
that
didn't want.
microphone, like, you see why I don't run?
Yeah,
You see why? You see why? I'm not
exactly,
getting fucked up out here. This is a
bro.
pre game,
Yeah,
preseason game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought
So
that was
no,
like pretty alright. It was like, this is clearly why I didn't keep that ball and run. That's what
yeah,
I was trying
exactly.
to avoid.
Right,
But nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot how long his neck was, man.
bro. Long
That's
neck. Long neck is
it was,
long neck's neck is long.
bro. It was jarring. It was
Yeah.
like, yo, what
That's the
happened?
funny thing about it is that in a football uniform, right? Like, I mean, obviously quarterback pads are different, right? I mean, for those of y'all that
Yeah,
don't know, there's different pads for different positions. Quarterback pads aren't that high, right? So they're already kind of relatively low. So if you got a long neck, it's already going to stick out. However, how you know what he needs to do? He needs to sell advertising space on that neck. You know, just he needs to sell
that's
temporary
a
tattoo space
that's a
on
great
that neck.
idea, bro.
You know what I mean?
There's plenty
Because
of prime real estate there.
prime
Oh,
real estate, bro. Somebody will pay
Littlefoot
top
out
dollar.
there Littlefoot out there trying to eat. He's
That's right.
trying to
He
he's trying
trying
to
to
get
eat.
the top ranch.
He's third string quarterback, bro. He's making what, 750 a year, maybe.
Is he?
I don't know. He's probably. Yeah, I'm talking shit. He's probably got a
I
good
don't know.
contract.
He ain't third string at this point, bro. Like this performance, I think solidified that second string spot for him. Not only because it was awesome, but because Case looked pretty damn terrible, man. And
You think so? I
yeah,
don't think he did too bad.
Case didn't look too good, man. I mean, just in comparison to what Mills
Yeah.
was able to do, he didn't
I'll
look
agree that he
too
looked
crisp.
more. Mills looked more polished, right?
Yeah.
He looked like a
Oh,
savvy vet,
yeah.
and Case kind of looked like he just had a little knocking the rust off. You know?
Well, I mean, clearly you got to make a decision, right? Who you gonna
Sure,
put
sure,
out
sure.
there at this point? The guy who
Mills.
looked crisp, no
Yeah, for
penalties,
sure.
scored a touchdown. Yeah, I think it's a lock, bro.
But
He
he threw 7 for 9, 78 yards. Averaged more yards, but he did get sacked a couple times. So actually he got sacked once for an 8-yard loss. So
I was gonna say I think that was the busted play. I think that was the goofball play, which
that was, yeah.
that's what you expect, right? But it
Right.
wasn't a lot of those. But did you see the little juke move that he had when
Yeah.
the play action and the defender
That's
came
what
free? That
that's
was
what I'm
nice.
saying. That's what I'm
That was a
saying.
nice
So
play.
it's like, you know, I talk about Davis Mills. I said it in our group chat that he runs like Tom Brady, right? I mean, the guy's got no athleticism. I mean, he can't run,
No,
you know. But you know, but Case has got a little bit of that, right? He you know, he can at least
bro.
get you some yards.
Case older than us. How old is Case, bro?
I don't know. Yeah, he got the he got the ostrich neck. Yeah, man. I mean, he's good, man. Again,
Now that neck is
I'm very
jarring.
confident, right? God forbid,
Yeah, no,
God forbid,
you don't
God
want to see
forbid we
CJ
need
go
either
down.
one of them. I'm not even gonna
Exactly.
go into details. God forbid we need either one
Facts.
of them. It's good to know that we got somebody that is at least a game manager plus, right? Like that's
Yeah,
ultimately what you want your second string quarterback to be, right? You want him
come
to
on,
be a
bro.
just go out there and don't fuck it up, right? Here's the keys to the Corvette. Don't crash.
Because get different from last year. Look what you're
Right.
giving him. You look at
Yes.
the weapons that you're gonna be
Yes.
putting out there for him to game manage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're giving him Stephon Diggs, giving him Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Schultz.
Right.
Come on, you know, like, yeah, don't just like you say, don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it
And
up.
you're
Yeah.
giving him enough to
Yeah.
do
So
that.
last year
So
it was the keys to the Corvette. This year it's the keys to the Ferrari. Don't crash.
exactly, dog.
That's all we need you to
And
do.
you know what? I still had a little bit of hate in my system, bro, because I'll tell you this. I didn't know if they were gonna do something stupid and say, let's sit the CJ kid, you know, last year going into the season, you know. So preseason this time last year, I'm watching the games and I'm rooting against Davis Mills. I'm like, bro, nah, fuck it up. We got to get CJ out there, just throw him out there. So I
Right.
kind of was hoping that he wouldn't look too good. You
Right.
know, when it didn't look good, I was like, okay, great. You know, like
You know,
it's
so
solid gonna be CJ.
I
This
have a
year's
little
different, obviously.
yeah, this year's different, obviously. We want him to be good, but
Yeah.
there's a little bit of me that when we first when Mills first came around, when we first drafted Mills, um, you know, he's got all the numbers, right? All the intangibles, the size, the you know, he's smart and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. Everything that you want from a Tom Brady-esque type quarterback, right? I
Yeah.
mean, like it stays in the pocket, good pocket presence, can you know, all the
Statue.
old school 1990s quarterback type
all the stuff.
type
Yeah,
of prototype type quarterbacks, right? He has
yeah.
all that. So I was like, all right, well, we at least got, our quarterback or whatever. So I invested pretty heavily in some Davis Mills rookie cards and things like
Oh
that.
my God,
So
bro.
I'm still holding on to some of those because at the end of the day, they're still Houston Texans cards. So I'm all right with that. But
Yeah.
um my hope for Davis Mills is that at some point during the season, uh there's a team out there who desperately needs a quarterback. And somehow they end up trading away Davis Mills because we have Case Keenum as a serviceable second
See,
quarterback and getting
I've
something
been with you. I've been with you on that train, but now Father Time is undefeated, except
for sure.
for, of course, LeBron James. Who
Well,
was able
but yeah, but
to
that's
overcome that some way. But Father
some
Time is
way. No, no, no,
undefeated,
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. Don't just glaze over it. Not some way. We know how he overcomes it. It's
Nah,
called
stop,
Tremolone.
stop. Here we go.
It's
But
called
now,
Tremolone. HGH.
look, Case Case is gonna be able to eat free in the city wherever he
Facts.
goes, bro.
Facts.
Like Case is a legend.
He's a cougar.
Keenum is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely zero Case Keenum hate in my body, but I'm looking at it from a team perspective. Like, who gonna be the guy that you want to go out there if something, knock on wood, happens to CJ? And
Right.
just judging from tonight, bro, Davis Mills looked great. He did his thing, bro.
I'm with you 100%. As of tonight, Davis Mills, second quarterback, second string quarterback for sure.
Yeah, he looked
Case
good.
is the clipboard holder.
Yeah,
Case is
a
the clipboard
great guy
holder
to have on the team
for
still,
sure.
obviously.
For
We need
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he has,
Yeah, he's
potential.
the personality hire,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not
He's the
mad at that.
personality hire.
Yeah,
You know.
good culture guy.
Yeah.
Good culture guy.
Yeah. Mr. Stroud, how do you like your coffee?
Yeah. We're not
You
gonna
know,
disrespect Case Keenum like that.
I'm
The
just
man's
saying,
just
bro, it is what it is, and he goes to any other team that is lacking a clear quarterback, he has a chance. Here in Houston,
Yeah, but
I'm
what would we
sorry, dude.
want in return?
Some picks,
What's up?
picks,
Some
some
picks.
draft picks. Because let's face
Good
it,
for
man,
you.
we're gonna be we're not gonna be anywhere near the the last 4 years. We've had significantly low draft picks, right? So I mean, we've had these opportunities to pick up these great guys in the first round. That's not gonna happen anymore, right? So the
Yeah,
only way that we're gonna get guys to come here now is by attracting talent, which we have a plethora of things that would attract any star player to want to come play here. You
yeah.
know,
Number 7, mainly. Shit.
exactly. You know what I mean? But the other thing is going to be draft capital, right? I mean, give me some draft picks. Give me some low
Yeah.
level draft picks.
Speaking of draft picks, man, just go ahead and mention this now. Like we said, one of the things that we were gonna be on the lookout for and on the watch for was the rookies. What rookies we're gonna play?
Yeah.
Kamari Lassiter did not play.
He did not play.
He did not play.
I was gonna talk about that.
That says a lot. That speaks volumes.
Yeah,
He has solidified
he is
that starting
definitely. Yep,
position.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
he's played his way into that, man. So that's huge. Kalen Bullock was out there at
Yep,
safety. He had a good hit. He had a good pop that caused a fumble. They
yep.
unfortunately weren't able to recover it, man, but still a hell of a hit. Good ball skills there. Kate Stover had a good catch.
Cade
Um,
Stover. Also, we talked about this. We talked about making yourself available for everything. He was part of that hit that caused the fumble on the
yeah,
kickoff return.
yeah, yep. He was out
He
there.
was he was out there, and he was the
Yeah,
one that I think if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that made the hit that caused the fumble, but wasn't there to recover it. That somebody else came behind him and recovered it. But
yeah. But
on special teams,
he was on the field
he
though.
was on the team for he was out there for special teams, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, and then still managed to do some good on the. Let me see, what did he do? 2 receptions, 26 yards. I mean,
that's awesome.
that's great, man.
Yeah, that's
You know,
awesome.
so
We're still talking about the rookies. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the other tight end that caught the first quarter touchdown. But before we get off the rookies, bruh, the thing that I think I was most surprised by, maybe I shouldn't be too surprised, bro. You tell me what you think. Jordan, um, bro, didn't get in until it was time to roll with the scrubs, man.
Right.
So that's our rookie. What was he?
Yeah.
A sixth round rookie, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
So,
What do you have? Maybe 2 touches? 2 touches? What did he do?
bro, and the touches that he had were terrible.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, they were
3
catching him in the
touches,
backfield.
5 yards, 1.7 yards per carry.
Yeah,
His
it wasn't
longest
good.
yard. So wait a second. So he had a total of 5 yards. His longest carry was 4 yards, which means his other 2 carries were
Like
garbage.
negative, yeah. So it wasn't a good showing. It
No.
wasn't a good showing at all, man. Daria Gumbawale got the
Ogunbowale
first.
got a
He got the first team reps. Now, obviously, Damian Pierce didn't suit it, bro. They showed Damian Pierce on the sideline, bro. His hair looks fucking stupid.
dub.
He
You
needs
know
to
who he
cut that
reminded
shit.
me of?
Who?
There was a In Living Color skit, Wanda. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah, bro. Jamie
When
Foxx is the
she
goat.
had the little things like this and the fuck.
Yeah,
Oh man. That's so bad, man. It's like, what are you
yeah.
doing, bro? Like,
That goes to show he don't have real friends. He don't
no,
have real
no,
friends.
no, no,
Because
no.
if you was to try to do some shit like that, which you never fucking would, but if I was to try to do some shit like that, I know you would be like, "Hey, bro,
We'd have to have
come
a
on, man,
talk, bro.
come on." I know it, and I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
He don't have no real friends,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, he doesn't. He ain't got no
It's
friends.
terrible, bro. But nah,
But
so he didn't see those. So Daria Gumbawale, bro, he did the most with his opportunities,
yeah.
man. Like
He
shout
had
out
the
to him.
same
He had
amount
a
of
great game.
carries as Joar Jordan and ended up doing 10 more yards. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the
And he
kid
had
was
some good
great.
catches too. He had some
Yep.
great catches. Yeah.
Mhm.
He had a good game.
Yeah, he did. He
He
had a
looked
good
good.
showing. 2 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown. So, I mean, he did definitely campaigning for that position, right? Campaigning for that spot.
I think he may obviously you're not locking anything up in this extra
No.
bonus game,
No,
but
no,
he's
no.
on the way to showing. I mean, if we're gonna talk about the running backs right now, I think Daria Gumbawale obviously stood out. He's
Right.
a more you can do type guy as well, right? Because
Right.
obviously everybody remembers last year when Fairbairn went down, he was able to go in there and kick some crucial field goals for us,
Right.
you know, and he's a special teams guy already. So,
Right.
you know, we talk about it all the time. The more you can do, the more you can do. He's a more you can do type guy. And him having that showing at the running back position, bro,
Mhm.
he's solidifying himself.
And there's
Cam
nothing more
Akers,
dangerous than a running back that can catch.
yeah, bro.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So yeah, he had a great showing. Cam Akers looked good, man.
Cam Akers
Cam
looked
Akers,
fantastic.
he looked really good.
Yeah.
What did you say? Talk about?
I was happy with Cam Akers. I mean, we talked about it in the group chat where I was like, all right, somebody needs to tell Cam Akers this is a pregame. This is a preseason game. He needs to relax. We need
Hell
him to
yeah,
sit down,
bro. He was
you know?
balling out. He looked
Yeah.
good,
He
and
looked real good.
coming off of, you know, shout out to the national media for giving him some love. Coming off of 2 Achilles injuries, bro.
Right. Right.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane to
But
come back
so
for and
what
be
I
that
what I
fast.
hear about those injuries, Achilles injuries specifically, is that whenever they do go for the fix on those, it's usually a cadaver ligament,
No
and
shit.
it's a thicker ligament. They replace it with a thicker ligament, so you actually come back stronger.
I heard you like a thicker ligament.
I love a thick ligament. I love the gristle.
You like it with some girth.
That was some girth. Wait a second. Pause. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Not girth. I don't like girth. I like thickness.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
difference.
yeah. I feel you, bro. Nah,
But yeah, it was good though.
that's wild, man.
I was happy to see him out there. You know, he had let's see, what did he end up with? Five touches, 13 yards. And
Also
then
had,
he ended up a couple of catches too,
yeah,
which was 2 catches, 18 yards, and a touchdown. I mean,
he looked good,
yeah,
man.
he looked great. He looked great.
Look
That's what
good. You got to go out there anytime you get an opportunity to showcase what you can do. You got to make the best, the most of it, and he did that.
So not to get off of the rookies, but this takes me right into Ben Skoranek.
Come on with it.
I like that guy, man.
Yeah,
I don't know why. There's just something he kind of gives me like let me see who am I thinking about here? Um
he looking like sunshine. He didn't used to have the long hair like
no,
that.
he didn't.
Not when he was with the Rams.
God, what was that? What was the white guy's name, man, with the long hair on I can't even remember. I'm blanking on the team and the name here.
Man, he did when he played with the Rams, bro, and they mentioned it on the telecast because I would get frustrated. I had Cooper Cup on my fantasy team.
Cooper Cup. There you go. God
Yeah.
damn it. That's
Oh, that's
there
who
you
you're
go.
thinking about?
That's the name I was looking for.
Yeah, dog. So he had like a similar number and everything. I think Cooper Cup was 80, he was 88. Bro, it was times when he was on the field, you couldn't tell them
You
apart.
couldn't tell the
They
difference.
had like a similar skill set. He would carry the ball. He's a baller, bro. And
Right.
obviously he's just like we talked about earlier, he plays special teams, so he's a more
Right.
you can do type guy. He had an okay showing, I think. Obviously,
Yeah.
bro, he had that one hand catch that looked pretty odd, just a terribly thrown ball, but he
Yes.
was able to bring it
He
in.
managed to bring it in. But see,
Yeah,
those are right. So, so again, if you didn't watch the game, you won't know about that catch, right?
yeah,
And if you're just
yeah,
looking at the numbers, three catches, 28 yards, right? I mean,
yeah.
that's still pretty damn good.
That's
That's almost 10 yards a
for
catch.
for a nothing game, right? That is
Right,
pretty
right.
good.
But
That's
but then
pretty good.
again, it was I don't know. Ever
That
since we picked
catch.
ever since we picked them up, I was like, okay,
Oh
that's an
yeah,
interesting. Oh, you and I've talked about this. That is
yeah.
an interesting pickup, right? Because
I
he's
think he's
such a
gonna make the
utility
team.
guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make the team.
I think so too, man.
Yeah.
It would be sad to see him go if he ends up not making that cut. I would be
Even if he do get cut, I mean, we want him here with this squad, but he is, like you say, such a utility guy and a good team guy to have. He's gonna get picked up somewhere else for
oh for
sure.
sure. Yeah, for sure. No, he
So,
had a good showing though. I was really happy to see him.
bro, you know
Hutch,
who looked good and was active, because now we get into the wide receivers.
right.
Xavier Hutchinson,
Hutch.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Hutch was open.
Yeah. 5
Hutch was
yards, 5 catches, 56 yards. I mean, fuck, man. That 20-yard bomb that he picked up, that was nasty, dude.
bro,
Yeah.
good showing by him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
great showing by him. But obviously, if somebody having a good day, somebody's getting overshadowed, right? So who got overshadowed that they've been ranting and raving about all training camp? John Mechie, bro.
So, okay, hold
Did
on a
John
second.
Mechie
I'm
do
glad you're
anything?
talking about John Mechie. And the thing about John Mechie is one of the things that I noticed, right? Because I said at the beginning of the live stream, I wanted to try to watch this as a fan. I wasn't really trying to
Yeah,
analyze.
yeah,
But the first thing that I saw and the first thing that I paid attention to was that John Mechie was out there at the beginning of the game, and
yeah,
they had him in there still in the second quarter of the game.
yeah.
So I don't know if that means that they're trying to see a lot from him, or they're trying to get, obviously,
They trying to
obviously,
give him
even
opportunities.
yeah, they're trying to give him opportunities, but at the same time, it's like, what is he doing with those opportunities, right? Because, like you said,
Exactly. Yeah.
Hutch had a great game,
Hutch was
right?
getting open.
Veronic is getting catches, right? Um, you know, so there's so many people that are doing good. I mean, Stover, two catches, 26 yards. Um, this other guy that I didn't know, Tegan.
That's Quateriano, yeah. So he's the tight end that caught the touchdown. So
Yeah, I know. Two catches, 21 yards, and Mechie had one catch for 4 yards.
I didn't even see that one. I don't remember him even getting the catch, bro. That's how just
How
out of it
inconsequential he
that he
was
was.
tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's part of it's sad because, bro, you want a feel good story, right? You want to see him ball out. You want to see him come and overcome everything that he had to deal with off the
right,
field. But
right,
at the end of the day, what matters is what's on the field. And
right.
even he will come out and say as such, and be like, look, man, don't worry about what the hell I've been through. Judge me as a football
Yeah,
player.
yeah. Judge me
And
on my merits.
they're judging you, bro. Like
Yeah.
we want to see you make it. CJ is his biggest cheerleader, bro.
Oh, big time.
And obviously that's one of those things was like, yo, if your franchise quarterback is championing someone so hard, he probably gonna make the team. But what is he offering? What is he giving the team? Is he really helping the team?
Right.
And as much as we keep saying this game really didn't mean too much, bro, shit, those guys that got the numbers that you keep saying, those good looking stats, they
Right.
out there going against those accountants and real estate agents just like Mitch is, and he
That's
ain't,
right.
he ain't putting up the numbers. So I don't know, bro. I don't mean to be so. aggressively upset about it, but it's it's just the thing to where either you gonna put up or shut up, man. You know.
That's right. And I mean, look, the Texans have a lot. Let's face it. There's a lot of pressure on them this year, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure
Make
on
or
them. There's
break.
a lot of eyes. They're the media darlings. They're the comeback
Yep.
kids of the century, the comeback story of the year.
Yep.
You know, I think we are listed. The NFL listed us as number 4 behind. I can't remember what the other teams
In the
were.
odds.
No, not the odds, but out of the teams who have yet to win a Super Bowl, we're listed as the
Oh,
fourth most, the third or fourth most likely to win the Super Bowl this year.
okay.
The NFL put that out,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, like
there's
you
a
say,
lot.
bro, we're the media darlings. I mean,
Well, not
they
only
they
that, but what I'm getting at is that with situations like Mechie, right? At some point, we don't care about his story. Fantastic for you as a human being, right? To
yeah.
go through what you went through, to come out on the other side, face that adversity, and come out on top. What an amazing story. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Can you catch it? Can you catch a ball, bro? Because at the end of the day,
you putting up
that
numbers.
story is not going to get you yards. It's not going to get you numbers. It's not going to get points on the board. It's not going
Yeah.
to get us W's, and it's not going to get us our Super Bowl.
And sadly, that's the truth, bro. Like I
And it
say,
sucks.
if it meshes well, if it goes, the story
Then great.
coincides with
Right.
your production on the field,
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Let's make.
Nine catches,
I'll
120
play
yards.
you in the movie, bro.
Yeah.
I'll
Facts.
play you in the movie,
Yeah.
but there ain't gonna be no movie
Yeah.
if you ain't putting up numbers on the field, bro.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You putting up 100 plus every game. Then I'm with
Come
you.
on.
2 touchdowns, 220 yards,
Yeah.
6 catches, 7 catches. I mean, that's the kind of, and then go, oh my God, look at Mechie. Can you believe what he
You
overcame?
believe with it, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
But
man.
if you don't have the output, nobody gives a shit. I mean, great, good for you. I'm glad that you're here. But
Yeah.
you know, Kate Stover just caught a fucking 60-yarder and made a touchdown. Right. Skoranek.
Yeah, it's like everybody else. Everybody else looked good.
Right.
Yeah, everybody else looked good. Man, we went over quite a bit of things. A punter, bro. A punter. That first
Hold on,
punt.
bro. You taking notes on the punter?
Hell yeah, because
What you got on the punter? I wasn't even paying attention to the punter.
You got to, bro, because dog, the nigga we had last year, that looked like Bill Burr, Cam Johnson, was a baller. Bro, he could boom those kicks, you know. But now we got Tommy Townsend, who's the 2-time Super Bowl champ, over from the Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, that first punt, bro, was incredible. So I'm like, damn, all right, Johnson, who? Like, it's all good, man. He looked good. He went out there and he proved why he a baller, bro. I took notes on everything, man.
I wasn't even paying attention to the punter. I'll be honest with you.
It's 3 parts to the game, baby. It's the offense,
you're right.
defense, it's the special teams. We gotta,
yeah. No, you're a better man than me because I definitely was not paying attention to that. One of the things I will say though, we gave up multiple. So we'll get into. I don't know if you're ready to get into the defensive side of things because there's some.
Yeah, for sure.
Some issues I have with the way that went down because I mean, again, I'm trying not to get too excited about this, right? Because this is it's an extra game, right? It's but at the same time, this is where these guys need to start showing out, right? And I wasn't paying attention to who kept getting burned. I don't know if it was the same guy over and over again, but we gave up a total of 4 receiving touch 4 catches of over 25 yards.
Yeah.
So the 27-yarder, 27-yarder, 23-yard, another 27-yarder.
Yeah, it was getting rough, bro. We were getting beat like a drum.
So I don't know if that. I think a couple of those were still at the beginning of the game, which was kind of concerning. I mean, that secondary is, and again, man, this was second and third string quarterbacks. I mean, their quarterback didn't do too bad. 11 for 15, 166 yards.
Yeah, we were letting them put up numbers. All their quarterbacks looked good.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
They ate. We let them eat today.
Yeah, and that's a bit concerning, right? I mean, like considering that we only had 3 plays over 20 yards, and they had 4 over 25. I mean,
it's not so much the comparison, right? It's the why are you allowing this to do? Because one of the things we talked about last episode that we wanted to watch for, right, was who was going to fill that void now on the defensive line.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
right, those guys obviously weren't
None of them
getting
got sacked. There was no
no,
sack.
but they weren't getting after the quarterback, which left our secondary open
Right.
to, once you put pressure on the QB, that alleviates a little bit of the pressure that the secondary has to do, man. So we weren't getting any pressure. These guys were able to just stand back there, do what they wanted to do. And obviously, man, there was some good catches, contested catches from what's that big receiver that they have? I think his last name's Johnson, man. He came down with some pretty good balls.
Rashawn Johnson?
Yeah, he looked good. But I mean, he had to beating up on
no, Colin Johnson, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, he had three catches, 56 yards, and he was one of the ones that ripped off a 27-yarder.
Yeah, one of the ones D'Amico had to challenge just to get off the books, bro.
Right.
So we would have had more.
And that was a hell of a catch. I mean, he did
catch.
contest it though pretty well, our secondary, but ultimately I think it got overturned, right? Because it ended up touching the ground.
Yeah, I don't think he controlled it all the way.
See. I was on bedtime duty at that point, but
yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean,
we let him eat, bro. We let him.
We did, and the fact that we don't have no sacks listed, that's a bit of a concern for me. I would have, like you said, man. There's an open spot, right? There's an open spot available.
Yeah, and this was the time to shine. I mean, this whole offseason has been about depth, right? Like we've talked about it at length. They've made some draft choice decisions that people were kind of scratching their heads on, and some of the guys that they picked up in the offseason. So we know we're going to need depth because things are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. This suspension with the PEDs stuff, weird stuff is going to happen.
Right.
But even though this is a nothing game, a Hall of Fame game, an extra preseason game, damn, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see, that type of performance by the defense in the secondary.
Yeah,
so,
it's like y'all couldn't get past the like maybe second, third round O line, like guys that are fighting for a job. Like, what are we doing here? But we'll see. We'll see what that translates to. I mean, as we get closer and closer into the second and third, and then ultimately the final preseason game, we'll start seeing more and more of our starters and
we can get a lot more nitpicky, bro. Right now I feel silly nitpicking these guys. Like I say, bro, these guys are gonna be flipping burgers in the
maybe so, but
weeks.
I mean, shit. I mean, look at Hutch. I don't think Hutch is gonna be flipping burgers.
No, you're not. He gonna be
on
the squad. He gonna be on somebody's team.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is the opportunity for these guys to show up and show out. And they were talking about that. The commentators themselves were talking about, man, look at Devin Hester, bro. Devin Hester was an absolute unit on kickoff returns.
Bro, you were insane to kick to him.
Yeah, exactly. How do you become synonymous with kickoff return? Like that is your shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's true. Yeah, when you think of a great kick returner,
that's
the only one that come to mind, right?
It's Devin Hester. That's right. Look at that. He just made everybody look silly.
He's a great one, bro.
His timing and his patience.
He's one that I'm surprised that he wasn't able to translate over, because I know he was trying to play receiver, but the talent, I guess, just didn't translate over to that position.
The hands, bro.
Yeah.
The hands, bro. You gotta have them. You gotta have them soft hands, man. If you ain't got the hands for it, then you become a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes, man, where I'm watching some of these cornerbacks, I'm like, bro, you had your hands on it. What are you doing? That should have been an MSF. And then I had to remind myself, it's like, well, there's a reason why you're secondary, right? Like, there's a reason why you're a cornerback, you're safety,
Yeah.
You can't catch, because if you could catch, you'd be a wide receiver.
My dad used to piss me off, bro. We'd be playing catch, he'd throw me a perfect ball. He was like, I hit you in the weak spot. The hand.
That's funny. Yeah, man. That shit.
You're right though. You're right though, man.
Now I'm watching Andre Johnson highlights.
My monster, bro.
The hands.
Bro, he had everything that you would want. I mean, the size, the speed.
Yes, bro. Everything. That dude was a prototype.
Exactly.
I don't think you could have built one. You couldn't build a wide receiver in a lab. And if you did, it would be Andre Johnson.
Exactly. He's a creative player, dog. Like 100%. Man, we ain't gonna stay too long. Like I say, all we doing is really like nitpicking, man. Last thing that I had on here, I felt bad, even though it was a Bears player. I felt bad for the guy who muffed the punt because, like we talk about, dog, these guys are playing for their lives. They are
Yo,
playing to be out there on the field somewhere. So I felt bad for the brother.
yeah. I felt good that it was Cade Stover that caused it though.
Yeah,
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit! Look at this boy out there causing a
man,
ruckus on
yeah,
special teams."
he doing his thing, bro.
And I just I keep going back to that what we keep talking about, right? The more you can do, the more valuable you are, you
Yeah,
know. And that's the play, man. That's how you make a squad,
that's how you
you
do
know.
it, man.
That's how you make a squad. That's how you ultimately end up on somebody's roster is being that Swiss Army knife. But
Yeah,
you got
man.
a favorite?
Fa- a
You
favorite
got a
what?
favorite? Just a favorite? Just a guy that you're just rooting for that you're
From
hoping
tonight. From
just
tonight.
yeah, I mean, like maybe one that you've carried over from like draft or just something just through your analysis of everything. Like, do you have like a guy, a standout guy that you're rooting for? That hopefully, you know, I'll give you mine. Mine's Skoranek. Mine's Ben Skoranek.
I like that one. I like that
Yeah,
one, man.
mine
I
has
like that one.
been Ben Skoranek
I
since
like
we
that.
got him. Ever since we got him, I started watching some highlights on him, and I was like, okay, this guy's interesting. I
Yeah,
just I love him. I love a utility guy.
yeah.
I love a
That's
do
not bad.
everything guy. You know what I mean? And so I'm really hoping that he continues to. Because look, let's face it, he didn't have a blowout, a standout game, right? A couple yards, I mean, a couple catches. His
Yeah,
average was pretty good though, about almost 10 yards a 10 yards a catch. It just did a lot of moving around, man. So I'm hoping that next week's game, we see a little bit more of him,
yeah,
and then I'd love to see him on the field with CJ and kind of see what that relationship can look like. But
yeah. I think we'll get that at some point.
so far he's
The
my
next few
guy
games.
that I'm rooting for. I'm really hoping that he can break through and find a home here, because I think he'd be a great chess piece.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that one. I think mine would have to be Dare, bro. I like Gumbwale. I think he had a good
I
showing
like
today.
him too, man.
He had a great game today,
Yeah,
man.
he did.
I think he deserves, and obviously they're giving him the most opportunity that you can, putting him out there with the first unit from
Right.
today,
From today,
obviously.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
again, another great guy, right? I mean, I love a good catching running back. I love a running back that can
yeah.
catch really well and
He's
even get
been
some
our
yards
third
after
down
the catch.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's been our third down back, but it's like, you know, you hate to get into a third and long
Right.
like that, man. And he's, obviously
But
showing
when
that
it
he can
happens, it's
block.
good to have a guy like that in your arsenal,
Yeah.
right? The guy that you go, "All right, well, we're in
And
a
he's a
pinch."
more you can do guy. He plays
That's it.
special teams. He got in there
Mhm.
and, like I say, kicked the field goals. Speaking of field goals, Fairbairn got to hit fucking field goals, man. He can't be. I know it was a long 58
Oh, come
yarder.
on,
The
man. It was a
elements
fucking 50-yarder. It was like a
we need to.
52-yarder
It was a
in
58
the
yarder. I
rain.
get it. It no, no, I know, I get it.
In the
I get it.
rain.
You want to see him hit it though, bro. I know
You do. That
everybody
would've been
can't
dope,
be
though.
the
'Cause we'd
Justin
be out here
Tuckers.
talking shit if he hit it. Be like,
Yeah,
"You see
but
fucking Fairbairn hit that shit in the rain, son? A 50-yarder in the rain? Let's go, my boy."
yeah. I know.
But yeah,
But all we doing right now is
we just talking
nitpicking,
shit.
man. We just nitpicking, dog. So I would it, man. We'll leave it right here. One of the cool things that we got, man, we have some merch, guys. So like I say, whenever you listening to this, if you're checking us out, on your drive to work,
Let's
pull
pull
over real
it up.
quick and check out what we got going.
So we
Legend.
have a Legends Texans Hall of Fame Legend T-shirt. Those of you who are longstanding Houston Texans fans, you guys know exactly what
You
this
see this
is.
image, you already
You know
know.
what this is. You know
You
what
know it.
time it is. And there
Yeah.
is no better way to celebrate our first Hall of Famer to make it into the hallowed halls, celebrating Andre Johnson, than the
The
image
GOAT.
of him beating the dog shit out of Cortland Finnegan.
Yes, sir. Yeah. This is an awesome shirt, man.
I love
This
it.
this is an awesome shirt.
Shout
You
out to
know,
you for the design. This was great.
man, when you thinking about how, like you say, to honor Andre
To honor.
Johnson's
Yeah.
legend, what's one of the first things that pop into
Yeah.
your mind? This is great. This is
100%.
great. He was killing people on the field, already. He was
Right.
unstoppable. This was a guy. he even said it in his interview tonight. Soft-spoken guy, was never like a rah-rah guy. You
That's
don't
right.
expect something like this from Andre, but when he did that, oh my God.
But you
The
know what
people
this
that were in
was
the
though?
stands with nuts, everybody was
Oh,
like,
for
hell
sure.
yeah. Hell yeah.
But for as soft-spoken, gentle giant as he is, people forget he's from Dade County, in
Facts, right?
Florida.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this is Dade County coming out of Andre Johnson,
Mixed with a lot of
mixed with
H-Town.
a lot of H-Town
Yeah.
and putting a little punk bitch in his place.
Yes.
Well, you want to know the beauty of all of this? I think did he got suspended for I mean they kicked him out for
Oh,
the
they definitely
game,
kicked
right?
him out that game. Yeah.
But he didn't have there was no disciplinary action for him, was there?
I don't think so, bro. And even if there was, like, we were like, yeah, well deserved.
No,
Like,
I
all
think
good.
yeah, but I think Papa McNair paid the fine.
Good.
Papa McNair picked up the tab on the fine, and I don't think they suspended him for any additional games.
I don't remember off the top,
I
bro.
don't
But
remember either, but
yeah, I feel like you're right though. I feel like
yeah, I
you're right.
feel like that was the case because what they ended up doing was they ended up going back and he was mic'd up.
Oh, word.
He was mic'd
Oh,
up.
word.
He
Bro,
was mic'd up.
as soon as we get off this tonight, bro,
Bro,
I'm gonna go look
go
all
back
at
and
it because
watch it
yeah,
because he kept the whole game, he kept telling the referee, like, "Hey, watch
yeah,
this dude, man. Watch him. He keeps tugging at my shirt, tugging at my jersey. He keeps tugging my face mask.
yeah.
Watch him, watch him, watch." And
That
then
does sound
right
familiar.
before this happened, the ref told him, "I saw him. I saw him. Don't
Yeah.
worry, I saw him. I'll get him on the next." And the next one was just too much, and
Nah,
that was it. He
he
was
was like,
done.
don't worry, I'm gonna take it in my own hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's where he pushed it a little too hard. But yeah, man, pick you guys up the tea. Obviously, this supports the channel. We appreciate y'all
Yeah,
for
choose the
taking a look at
color,
that. Comes
choose
in
the
three
color,
different
choose the size.
was it four different colors. We got it in this charcoal gray, which is my favorite, the heather, the dark heather, the white. We got it in a white
That
t-shirt.
white clean, bro.
The black is your favorite.
I do like that black.
And then I got it in this ice gray also, which is kind of like a retro vibe, a little bit, kind of a retro t-shirt. But this charcoal is the best. So, yep, y'all pick one up, man. Represent for the channel. Represent for the city of
But for
Houston.
Dre,
Represent for
yeah,
Dre.
Dre going in this weekend, man. So, you know, definitely want to try to have that. You know, wear to the games. We are gonna be honoring Andre Johnson, I believe, in October. If I'm not mistaken, when we play the Colts.
When
So
we play the
that's
Colts.
it's gonna be an awesome a bit of merch to have, you know, when you run up to the game, dude. I'm sure
Right.
Andre get a kick out of seeing people with these shirts on, bro. So
That'd be great.
yeah, try to sag these up, man, while we still got them, man. It's gonna be a limited time thing because we're gonna keep coming with more designs, dude. So
Yes, sir.
check it out. The link is in the description of this video. So you can get it from there, man. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. First Texans game, first Hall of Fame game. It's in the books, man. It was a weird one that didn't end. But
step one of 19 to the Super Bowl.
That is my man said it. That is, man, and it's facts. Hey, look, like I said, whenever you're checking this out, we still have our goal, our mission of wanting to hit 1,000 subscribers before the season officially starts.
Right.
So, man, help us out with that. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button so you can know when we put out videos and go live. But man, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.